Hello. Good day, my brothers and sisters. It's another wonderful day. I kept this one for today. Today is the 31st of December. We are talking about divorce. It's Dr. K speaking. Thank everyone who have been part of this program. Thank everybody that has followed the program until the 21 day. It was a 21-day journey for me at the end of the year to give back to my people. But it's very important for the things that I'm saying and for how we do things today. Marriage is very important in our lives. And each one of us wants to get married. Each one of us are doing our best to have a companion. It's something which is very important in our lives. It's something that God created. But challenges today are too much. Divorce is in the rise in every dimension. Today I will talk about character change. Sometimes when I sit in my counseling sessions, and one of the information I always get is, he has changed. That's not the person I got married to. She has changed. She's not the one I got married to. Character do change. Because there is something that we need to be truthful to ourselves. And I want us, by the time we get to this video, to the end of this video, for we to re-examine ourselves, each and every one of us. I want us to enter 2026 in a different dimension. The dimension of truth. What is written in John 8:32? That say the truth and nothing but the truth, but the truth shall set you free. You see, we do not fully grasp the importance of truth. But when you know it, then you understand why truth is important. You understand why no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, you need to say the truth. You see, the devil has something that he holds us. And that particular thing is pinning down our tongues to hide things. The devil don't want us to expose our weakness. Because when you expose your weakness, according to you as an individual, you feel people will take advantage. But that is the singular thing that the devil keeps. We keep secrets. But those secrets, they kill us. The little secrets that we keep, they keep us in bondage. Something that you can just all talk and ask for forgiveness. But you keep it, you are afraid. Afraid of talking. The next minute, your partner finds out and becomes a major issue. It leads to divorce. That little thing that you are afraid to share, thinking that if I share, he will be very angry. She will be very angry. It's still that same thing that he will finally discover, because truth never hides. And when it's discovered in that particular situation, it will lead to the collapse of trust and confidence. And without trust, without confidence, there is nothing. Sometimes we guard ourselves by trying to prove ourselves right in front of our spouse. By doing that, when we're in the fiancé mood, we're in the courting stage, there are certain characters that you keep. Most often, you don't keep it because you like to, because you love this woman, you love this man, and you are afraid that if he finds out that you have this particular attitude which is somehow nasty, the man will go or the woman will leave you. You're afraid of that. Because of love, you feel that you're afraid. And then you don't expose that character. And when you don't expose that character, he doesn't know. She doesn't know. And when you are married, things will unveil. Marriage teaches open every Pandora box. There are people that don't know how to live with people. Throughout their lives, they have lived their life alone. Nobody has ever shared a space with them. They live in another way. Now you've met another person, somebody has to share your space. You find it difficult to share that space. But again, you wanted to get married because you know marriage is something that you like. But you have something within you that is, you are hiding. I cannot share my space. All of a sudden, you have to share that space. Now, what comes in? Grumbles. You are not comfortable anymore. Nagging starts. Annoyance starts. Somebody will leave the house, don't want to come because it's not comfortable with the way the person is handling the space. These are things that happens. When your girlfriend, what your girlfriend at that time or fiancé wants to visit you, you go and clean everywhere. She is a person that loves hygiene. When she comes in your house, good perfume everywhere is smelling good. The place is sparkling, bed well made. The woman said, I have met the right partner. The one that understands that I love tidiness. But you did that because she was coming. That is not actually you. You just did that because you want to please her. A woman can also do that too. Now you see that the woman said, wow, this is my man I'll get married to. As soon as they get married, that marriage will bring out your real self. Even character that you never knew you have, it will pop up in marriage because you are living with somebody. You see, character change is something that will happen, whether we like it or not. So getting married, expect your partner to change. Expect surprises. Expect character, a particular character that you do not know. Expect it because we are human beings. We change. Another thing that leads to change is also how you push somebody. You might meet a person that is very quiet, don't know how to talk. But because he's with you, you are talkative. Every day you are fighting. You want to argue this, argue that. That person develop that spirit of argument because the person wants to counteract you. He wants to match you. How can I be seeking quiet? Each time that he's just molesting me, talking all the time, or she's just talking all the time, why should I sit quiet? Now, it changes things. It changes things. It made you start to be like that person. You tend to a character that you yourself do not like. But because you want to embrace, you want to match him. But most often, why don't you just be yourself? And that person will realize that is how she is. That's how he is. And you try to blend and to be together in ways that moves. Sometimes, might be, there is a situation, one of my counseling sessions, a guy got married to a virgin. Yes, the lady was a virgin. And he was very happy. And this guy is the person that loves to knock all the time. He loves his thing. And he wants to give it all the time. That lady was new to the game. But as time goes on, she loved it so badly. Because the husband showed her that direction. He did things to her that was amazing and took her to cloud 9. The man was good at what he does when it comes to that. So he placed the woman in a particular position, and the woman loved it so much and always want to be with the man, always want to knock with that man all the time. Now something happened. That man has some financial issues. He had to take a second job. In doing so, because of that financial issue, he lost his drive. All what he was thinking is how to get money to solve his problem. Knacking was not his thing anymore. He lost appetite for that. Not that he didn't love the wife, but psychologically, he was not right. The woman could not understand. And that is why they came to me, because the woman said the man is cheating. I asked her, do you have evidence? No. Why? Because my husband is like this. How come for 6 months now? We go 2 weeks, he doesn't even touch me. I have to find a means. I have to do things. Sometimes he comes. I'm talking, he goes and concentrates on his computer. I tried to do, I'm fed up. She started complaining. The man could not understand. The man too did not know that it is what he has taught the woman. The man too could not explain certain things to the woman. That's why communication is very important in marriage. He did not communicate with the woman to make sure the woman understands her mental state, his mental state. But again, when I spoke to the man gave me his reason. He said the woman will not understand, that I have tried to explain to her, but she could not understand my direction, where I'm coming from. Now, that man was struggling to set up a company. And in doing so, he had to put in a lot. He had to increase his workload. He was not stable. He had a loan that he took. He needed to convert everything and put it together. So, knacking was his least thing. But again, that also almost destroyed his marriage. If not that, the lady came to me and I had to call the man and we spoke. And I discovered their problem and I put both of them and I told them that, Madam, it's not that he doesn't like you. No. He doesn't delight in your body. This is what he's going through. This is what he wants to establish. And with men, the moment they focus on particular things, they lose the interest in that. Some men are like that. Your husband happens to be one. I said, that is the problem. But you need to understand that. Then I told the man, why didn't you sit your woman? She's a woman. And explain to her. You still have to give what she wants. The Bible made it clear, you are a Christian, that you cannot hold your body. Your body belongs to the wife, and the wife's body belongs to you. And there is no point, there's no place in the Bible that says you have to stay without knacking. Instead, they encourage you to, for it creates that bond. How do you want to think that you want to bring money in the house? Yes, we know. But you forget the one thing that the rule that you played, and you made it as a rule. She came without knowing a man. You taught her that. Now she's frustrated. Do you believe that if she was not that strong as a woman, she should have gone outside? What happened in that same Bible that you read that God said you have to do it. If not, you push the other into temptation. Family comes first, and your one woman is top of the family. Your husband is top of the family. You need to be together. You need to speak together. And you need to do things, the things that you're supposed to do in marriage. I said, Madam, don't draw conclusions. Try to listen. If he loves it, yes. Why don't you ask yourself, what is disturbing him now that he doesn't anymore? Are you not beautiful enough? You know you are. Why did you stay? You should have trusted him too. You should have understood that he's going through something. Both of them discovered their issues. And they apologized to each other. I told the man, give 30 minutes to 1 hour of your time. Cuddle your wife, if that's what she wants. And you know that's what she wants. That's what you're supposed to do. You see, situations do change people. Not that they've actually changed, but their habits at a particular point in time changes. Habits changes. It do change. But based on a particular situation, attention might change because you now have a child. Women are emotional. They have their first child. They put all their efforts and everything on that particular child. It changes everything. You will now become the second priority, not the first. So you learn to live to come and ask, where is this? And said, I've forgotten. These children, they were doing this. You learn to understand that. I had to take care of this child. That's why I forgot to do this. I had to do this. That's why I forgot to do this. Now, something has changed. Might be because of the situation. So we should learn to move with the flow. By learning to move with the flow, we need to trust each other. It goes beyond that. The most important thing is that trust. You need to trust each other. I want us, at the end of this year, to look within. Those who have been following this program to this particular time, to this particular day, the last day, day 21, I choose this 31st for a reason. Because I want you to go to 2026 with a different mindset. Focus on yourself. What do I mean? Change yourself. Stop blaming others. Stop looking at your husband that is the problem. Try to focus on your own problem. Look deep within you and ask yourself, am I perfect? Nobody is perfect, yes. But what are the things that I can change? What are these things that he has been complaining about, she has been complaining about? Can I find a way to add more effort? Can I find a way to put more effort when it comes to these things? Sometimes we have personal battles, and we take the personal battles and put it in our spouse. Battles in the office, business battles, they bring those battles at home. We need to learn to separate these battles. Sometimes we bring the battles to our children, but we need to learn to separate these things. God has given us capacities. Capacity to resolve issues. But if only our motivation is strong enough, Are you motivated to carry on with your marriage? Are you motivated to solve the problem that you have within your marriage? We don't need to listen to others. What they tell you is one thing. What they do in their homes is another. You come to social media and you learn things and you try to put it, things that do not even suit your character. You see, an old man once told me that marriage is not when you are young. Try to endure when you are young. You have challenges, but endure. You see, by the time you are getting to 55, 60, going upwards, that is when you understand that you need a partner. You need a companion. Your children will not be by your side anymore. They would have long gone in their own homes. You have to stay with this woman that you have been managing with. You have to stay with this man that you have been managing with. That is why marriage is not management. Marriage is about sacrifice and love and commitment. You are not perfect. Your spouse is not perfect. But you are imperfect being that seeks perfection in whatever you do. Always remember the good times you had. Go back to the reason why you got married to that man. Those who are not yet married, go back to the first video. Ask yourself, do I really love him? What is that love? I explain it. That love in 1 Corinthians 13, from 4 to 7. The meaning of love. That is every single thing about love in marriage. Women, go back to the drawing board and respect your husbands. That is the key. He said, wife, respect the authority of the man. Some versions say submit, but I've explained submission. It's not a slave-master relationship. A woman submits or a woman submits when the woman have the ability to do something, but because of reverence for the husband, decided not to do it. Not that she cannot, but because I need to respect my man. She says no, and I stop. That is submission. Men, not because the woman accepts that anything you ask, I will do it. Anything you ask, I will do it, meaning that she is submitting to you. No, look at that. Look at the stage that you are with the woman. If you are the breadwinner, she needs education. She needs a lot of things. She needs to submit to you according to them. But that is not submission. They are just playing along because you need to provide. But be careful. That is why you say when a woman has money, the character changes. When a man has money, the character changes. Why? Because you don't need somebody to do something for you. And then you show your real self. Then you understand that it was never submission. You were just there because you needed something. Men, the key is to love your wife. For love breaks their heart. Because they are emotional beings. They were created like that. The moment you speak to their soul, no matter the malice they had, it goes down, it melts. That is why loving them is the key for them to respect you. Respecting a man is the key for that man to love you. God made it both ways, and he flips it all down. There's no one first, no one second. At the end of the day, he made you also understand that you have to respect each other. Respect each other. There must be mutual respect. If you respect somebody, you also listen to that person's opinion. If you respect somebody, you not impose on that person all the time. Women are good managers. Yes, you are a leader. The woman manages the family. The man leads. The woman manages. The man leads. These are the things that we need to think about as we are moving further. Always open up and say the truth. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes people will look at you. Your spouse will say, "What is this?" Truth hurts. But you see, no matter the thing that you do, when you come and meet your spouse and you expose it, I'm sorry, this is what I did. Do you know what happens? You'll be angry, yes, but you will never stay in that anger. Take an example. If a child commits a crime, you've seen that a child has done something wrong, and you ask the child look at you and say, "I didn't do it." You know he did it. You'll be very annoyed, and you'll never trust that child again. And you beat that child mercilessly. Those who punish, or you punish the child mercilessly in ways that you want. When I say beat, per se, just punishment. You can do what you want. But if that child comes and you say, "What did you do?" The child just says, "Mommy, I'm sorry. Daddy, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Please, I'll never do it again." Even if you want to punish that child, you see, you are angry, but deep down something is telling you that he has accepted. She has accepted. She has apologized. That punishment will be mild. Because at that point in time, the devil has run away because you've exposed him. The devil comes to lie, to steal, to destroy. Those are the things that the devil does. So you are in his camp. Each time you tell lies. And he holds that. Makes you close your mouth, makes you not able to say it. Sometimes we tell you that when you say these things, you're not good. You'll be ashamed of yourself. People will look at you low. Don't expose it. Your spouse will not accept it. In fact, the moment you say it, your spouse will throw you out of the house. That's a lie. When that truth comes, it's everything. Remember I told us a story here when the lady was in a financial mess and never told her husband. When I told her to go and apologize, when she went and narrated the thing to the husband, knelt down, was apologizing, to her greatest surprise, the man held her, and said, "It's okay. I knew there was something wrong, and I knew you were hiding something. I'm glad that you finally told me. We shall handle it." But that is something that she has kept, afraid, knowing that the marriage will end. But truth changed everything that day. And meeting of truth and meeting of guilt is a very good step to cement a relationship. Also remember that sometimes when it comes to marriage, sometimes you apologize even to things that you've not done. It's not foolishness. It is you knowing the time to talk to your spouse. I can apologize. Sorry. Sorry now. It's okay. But within the next 4 days, 5 days, you have an opportunity to say, this is exactly what happened. Yes, I apologize for it because I don't want us to be arguing. And I love the way you accepted the apology. But this is the truth. This is what happened. It makes you mature. And you do that because you are protecting something that you know is true, that you know is precious to you. There will always be issues. But God will give you the wisdom to navigate these issues in 2026. Just be truthful to yourself. And you will see the handwork of God in your life. Be truthful. Don't be quick to support your children, especially when somebody tells you that they have done something wrong. You don't go with them to school. You don't move with them. You don't know the things they do. You don't. You feel you know your children. You don't. Don't be too quick. When they tell you, sit, watch, think about it, judge, do your investigations. Don't just stand and say, he's my child, and you feel that you want to protect the child. If somebody tells you something, don't shout at that person. When we used to live, it was community that cared for children. It was not you alone, or you and your wife. It was the entire community. They will see them doing something and they will punish them. That is why some of us grew up without smoking. How will you even smoke? Any person sees you on the road will seize that cigarette, burn it, and go directly to your parents and give a report about it. Your parents will punish you the more. But this time around, it's not like that. We feel we want to protect our children. But they are already exposed in the internet. Each time they're in the internet, you don't know the things that they do there. Who they meet, who they talk to. It has been a wonderful journey. Let's try to create the world a better place. Don't just rush into marriage. For a woman, try to be a woman so that a man will come to get married to you. For a man, leaves his father and mother's house and get himself a wife. So if you are not a wife, how do you expect a man to locate you? For boys, try to become a man, because it's only a man that goes to get married to a wife. To become a man, go through my videos. To become a wife, go through my videos. We've talked about it. Go to YouTube. They are there. The grace of God will continue to bless us. Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year. God will bless you all.